Don't adjust your sets. It's Sunday night.
Sunday.
It's
Sunday.
Sunday. Cap C, TJ Spitter.
Yes, sir.
We're in the building in a special night and time. We gotta get it in where we can fit it in.
Damn right. Because I am
These are different. For sure. Before we get the show started, let me just shout out my sponsor real quick. Lehigh Vape, man. They're located at 822 Nazareth Pike. Go there for all your vaping essential needs. I know everybody's quitting smoking, going the vaping route. They want less nicotine in their life. They take care of me. Holla at your boy, 822 Nazareth Pike, Lehigh Vape, man. Tell them TJ sent you, or tell them Large Marge sent you. One way or the other, they're going to take care of you.
All right. That's what's up.
How many rounds is this for us, Kat? Is this round 4?
I think this is 4.
What are we waiting for to do our own show?
Well, actually, I'm actually teaming up with someone right now for doing. We actually are going to start the Hip Hop 101 show. I was trying to start it 3 weeks ago, but I had no idea that my schedule was insane 3 weeks ago. So I kind of put it off. I totally forgot I was going on vacation. I went on vacation. I just came back. And then I was like, okay. So now coming back, it's about, all right, now let me look at my schedule for the next 2 months. And we're going to figure it out. Shout out to my man D. He's going to be my co-host.
Okay.
And we're going to definitely get down with, all about hip hop. Just like what we're going to do right now is basically what we're going to do on Hip Hop 101. Plus a lot of more like album reviews, things like that and everything. So we're going to be talking about a lot of things, but we already did a run through. So the chemistry's there. It's real dope. And we're just going to definitely try to make sure. And you know what, for me, I'll be real with you, as much as, we could definitely coincide each other with this and everything, but I definitely I want to be live with my co-host too. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're going to try to find a neutral ground and, make sure that we make it look dope and, present it as a show itself.
That's fire. And that's, for certain people that do come through and sit down on the couch here with me, eventually I'm going to upgrade all my equipment to where it's more studio ready, if you would.
Yeah. So that's kind of like what I'm trying to figure out and everything. So I'm trying to definitely find a neutral spot. It might not even have to be a neutral spot. Just find a place where, people will let us do what we do. So, that's what Hip Hop 101 is going to be real soon. So, and that'll be coming out.
King Magnetic in the building. King Magnetic, shout outs to you for the dope interview this past Wednesday. If you haven't already, go check it out on YouTube.
Yep. What up, Mag? So, and how crazy is this? Last Sunday, we hung out and saw Liv before he bounced. And first of all, amazing show. The shout out to Space Camp. An amazing show. That was an amazing show. I had so much fun. And the dope part about it was that they made new fans with that show there. Because there was people like of all ages there, and they were all dancing and having a great time all throughout that show. Awesome time. And
shout out to the 60-year-old woman. I don't know how old she is. She danced from the time I walked in to the time I left. She was in her duffel.
Yep. She was dancing the whole time. And then she went to the after party. So yeah, she was, and that's dope. Like, and like, I don't want to get too much into it, but I hope the powers that be at Steel Stacks witness that. Because they pigeonhole us so much with hip hop and all that, and this, that, and the third. And there you go. Like, not only just her, but there was other people, around the age of like 40, 50, 60, and they were all having a great time, and they hung out and danced and drank, and it was all love, and it was all peace and love. And I think that's the thing that, we need to break that down, peace to Liv and Oski for doing that. And, being like, and they are coming back for Music Fest. So they do have a spot in Music Fest, which is real dope. But
and I believe they just got placed in High Times.
Yeah, they got placed in High Times. So that's
major.
That's
Major.
real major, especially for them and the lane they're going to with and stuff
Yeah.
and everything. That's really huge, real big.
You know, it was such the energy there when you walked onto that grass was such a beautiful thing.
Yes. I think and that's the thing with Steel Stacks. They need to start recognizing, like, you know, and no disrespect to all the other type of genres of music that are out there, but you can't
Sure.
just stick with the same old. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there is other artists that are out there doing something. You know what I mean? That have even gone farther than even the people they book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's time that these people start recognizing, that there is more talent out there than whatever. I mean, even last night I just did a house party, and I come to find out that the guy I'm DJing for his house party, his daughter is an artist, and I heard her 3 singles, and they're amazing. And
See?
she's in Brooklyn working with with a recording engineer and like the whole nine, and she's doing great pop slash like R&B ish type flow. And I love it. I was even like, wow, this is actually something that could compete in the radio. This could be radio friendly or ready to go. So it's things like that where I think where Music Fest, Steel Stacks falls a bit, because it's like you do this, you are the number one, is it number one or number two biggest like event out there, and yet you bring all these acts from nowhere to perform for us, and it's like, yo, wow, what about the local? There's enough local acts around here to do it. So I think that's something that's a conversation that I've had, and I'm gonna probably try to crack again with the powers that be over there. So, and hopefully something comes out of it.
I wish you the best of luck on
Yeah,
that. But I mean, our culture and this area needs it.
yeah,
Like, why wouldn't you?
yeah.
You know?
So, all right. So
Before
go ahead.
before we go any farther,
All right.
rest in peace, Biz Markie.
Yes, rest in peace to the one and only, the diabolical Biz Markie.
I had asked you how you felt about it before the show started, and can you explain to me your sentiments the night that you found out?
So I was DJing. At Mesa, and at Mesa, I can spin. I basically have to spin a variety of music. Obviously, it's a restaurant. They kind of want the vibe and whatever. But once I received the word that he had passed on, I literally just stopped and I threw on, Just a Friend by Biz Markie. And to me, like, no matter what, my hip hop instinct just came in. That's, I'm gonna, even if I was at a club, whatever, wherever I was at, everything will stop. Now, I didn't have a microphone, obviously, and announce why I did that. But if I was at a club, I would definitely get on the mic and be like, yo, Biz Markie has just passed away, and I'm about to play, you know what I mean? So, and I mean, I did it because, I mean, for me, first and foremost, I am a hip hop head. And Biz Markie, huge part of hip hop. And seeing the stories, I don't know if you've noticed the videos that even like De La has been
Yeah,
posting. You know what I mean? How cool of a dude he was. He just hung out, and it was just like a normal, like, just chill dude. And then obviously seeing like the Big Daddy Kane, um, the story he had about him. Like, if it wasn't for Biz, there probably wouldn't have been a Big Daddy Kane. Like, let's be real right now. And Big Daddy Kane is like the top 5 for so many. You know what I'm saying? Same thing,
most definitely.
and it's just wild, just to see that. And then, here's what saddened me too. And if you notice, like, all these like shows, like, shouts to Drink Champs and all them, but every single person that has a story, Biz Markie's involved in some sort of way.
Yeah,
And they always said, we need to bring Biz Markie on here. And it's sad that we will never get it from the horse's mouth himself, like what these stories are all about. Because
right.
he gets mentioned in every single story.
Every story
And
from LL Cool J to Nas
yeah,
to all of them.
yeah, all of them.
All of
So
them.
like Biz Markie is a huge influential part of hip hop. So
So I was watching. Nas had posted a clip, and Biz Markie was DJing, And he got done and he walked out and took a bow. And as he did, he was playing the Cheers theme music, and the entire crowd was singing along.
That's what's up.
And it resonated with me, because if you go to any club anywhere and you play Just a Friend, the entire club is singing along.
Yes, exactly.
The entire club is singing along.
That song is so huge. I mean, it's the icebreaker for him. It was his number one hit. You know, I mean, he had hits before that, obviously, but it was more underground than anything. Nobody beats the Biz. You know, make the music with your mouth, things like that.
Vapors.
You know, things like that. So, but I mean, Just a Friend will always be his mark in history, and such a great song in itself. That drum break, you know what I mean? The piano, I mean, and then obviously his singing, which just tops it all off. So, I mean, Biz Markie, definitely one of the most biggest pioneers of hip hop, part of the biggest crew, Juice Crew, and you know, very, very influential. So, you know, rest in peace to Biz Markie.
Rest in peace, Biz. When I heard the news, now I celebrate people's lives a little differently.
Yeah.
I was at work by myself. I plugged my phone up to the stereo system and played the DJ Cool remix of Let Me Clear My Throat with Biz, and proceeded to do my Ed Lover dance up and down the hallway.
There you go. That's what's up.
I mean, there's certain things that if you really know me, you know, as soon as the Ed Lover dance comes on, I'm shuffling right along with Ed.
Nah, that's what's up. Another thing about Biz, to be real with you, and because you know, he was a huge supporter of the sampling in hip hop. Obviously, he got sued for it and everything. But the thing with Biz, he was actually part of a group that I'm down with called 45 Bandits.
Okay.
And he was huge. He had a huge 45 collection. And here's a crazy thing about Biz. And if you find, you could definitely find it. All you got to find is Google Techniques Biz Markie. What comes up is that Biz Markie has, I mean, now his estate has it, the only turntable setup made strictly for 45s. And he busted it out once at an outdoor party, and people were like, I mean, trust me, like all of us were like, like what? Like, yeah, he's the only one who had this setup. And it's just techniques that were specifically made to play 45s.
How dope is that?
Yeah. So, I mean, oh my God. I that is just, I hope that goes to like the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Don't give it to nobody. Don't sell it to nobody. Please. That and his 45 collection should be enshrined and be like, this is what he was all about. So shout outs to 45 Bandits too. But yeah, like he was a 45 Bandit and honorary 45 Bandit. And yeah, it's pretty wild. Like,
that's so dope.
That's pretty dope about him too. So
rest in peace, Biz Markie.
Yep.
Let's chop it up now, Cat. All right,
here we go.
We got some things to discuss.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And if you guys are out there listening, you better chime in. We need your 2 cents on this too.
The Locks versus Dipset in the versus battle.
Yes. Yes. Here we go. Who you got?
There's so many different ways I want to go. Now, it's being held at Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
They sold tickets to the event.
Yes. Is it sold out?
So.
That should be sold out. That has to be sold out.
Garrett Lee just chimed in. Dipset. Garrett, we're going to chop up that fable in a second.
Here we go.
Who do you got winning this?
So like I said, looking at both catalogs, looking at who they are, I got Locks in this one.
Okay.
But like I said, also, this is the conversation we had before. That's why I'm saying, like I said, the whole thing is, what are they going to do? Are they going to do strictly Dipset tracks?
Right.
Or are they going to do Dipset and then solo tracks? And then obviously you got Locks and solo tracks. So it really goes to like whatever, because that's, first of all, Locks easy. There you go. You see? And he has a bet already.
Mag's betting.
Yeah, definitely. Everything's a gamble, right?
Everything is a gamble.
So, yeah, I mean, I got Locks on this one for that. Even on a solo thing, I mean, it really comes down between Jada and Cam when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if it comes even down to the newer stuff, I mean, Styles is, like I said, Styles is killing it right now.
Yeah.
Styles is killing it hands down. So
I want to play devil's advocate.
Here we go. You
know where I stand. Listen, you know where I stand.
I know.
I agree with the Locks too. The lights go out at Madison Square Garden, and Welcome to New York City comes on with Cameron.
But that's Cameron. But the thing is, like I said, is it a Dipset, collaboration, or is it going to be split up? You know what I mean?
They said it was the Locks versus Dipset and Friends.
There's going to be no 20 songs, yo. They got to stop with this 20 song thing. Let it ride out. Let it ride out. This whole 20 song thing is stupid. Let it ride out. Because then if they let it ride out, then it's on. Because now now hold on. Let me backtrack. Is Jewel still locked up?
No, he's out.
Oh, he's out. Okay, so this is Jewel's finally coming out.
Yeah.
Long time. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Santana's town, baby.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is probably the best, like, head-to-head. And on top of that, it's New York. So it's like, yeah, this is going to be pretty wild.
When All About the Benjamins comes on,
it's over.
That place is going to erupt.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it should.
And they hate that song. The Locks got paid beautifully, but they can't stand that song.
In any club that you DJ at, if you drop Benjamins, that shit is ringing off.
I couldn't play it for like a year because.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We chopping this up. Santana didn't work out well at Croc Rock. Do we have a backstory?
I do remember that.
What happened?
It didn't go so well. I think that's the one where there might have been a shootout outside. I think that was a shootout at Croc Rock. I remember that.
I could see that potentially being a problem.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of heads out here, though. And I remember this from my Hip Hop 101 days on LVR. There's a lot of Dipset fans like that, like swear by them. So, and I mean, I know there's Locks heads too, but there was a ton of Dipset fans. So, Dip from the
Mags got me making the ugly face.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, but in the end, I think it's gonna be. I think in the end, the fans win regardless. I mean,
for sure.
You just got.
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration. But
stop using the word versus in battle.
And but Jim bringing it. Capo saying that shit.
Yo, man, listen. For somebody that's supposed to be so gangster, and don't get me wrong, I think Jim's last album was top notch. I loved it.
All right.
Why are you hopping on IG selling the hell out of this fight?
Because he wants to.
They had designed up weed packs and had Locks packs on them with their faces on it.
That's great marketing. And I was surprised. I'm surprised freaking Jada didn't do anything with that. You know what I mean?
Right. Or Styles.
Or Styles, but Styles probably making Dipset shakes right now.
Get that Dipset juice shake at the juice bar. Tris, what up, man? Yo, it was great. There were so many of us that got together last weekend. It was great seeing Tristan too.
Yeah, it was. And that picture that we took, man, that was like that's a minuscule part of, but it was dope to see that like hip hop, like that we all got brought. Like I even posted on Facebook, I said we all came together for hip hop culture. Like all of us were united because of that. You know what I mean? So that's what's up, man. That's a great picture. We need more pictures like that with more people.
Yeah.
Around, you know what I mean? And even if they're not doing it, but just bam, we need to catalog that, because that was like it's crazy. Like shout out to my man Ray. He just turned 50. I DJ'd his party yesterday, and we had a big conversation about how him and Craig Freebolin, they used to produce beats back in the day, and they used to do stuff with Meltdown and the whole Lockjaw crew and everything. And that was around the time that even me and Mag and A1, we got together, and then we started doing stick figures. So it was crazy how that all circles around. You know what I mean? Like that's still like I would never even thought about Ray doing that. You know what I mean? I just know Ray from coming to check me out at some gigs, but I had no idea that some people call him the piano man. I didn't even know he was the piano man. I was like, well, where's this coming from? And the next thing you know, me and him had a convo, and he's telling me like dropping names left and right of people that, we did hip hop with, like music and stuff. We're like, wow, no idea. So the connection is all there within this Lehigh Valley. And I think all of us, like maybe one day, we like, how they did that whole big picture in Harlem?
Yeah.
Got all the MCs for Double XL, and the same thing with the jazz artists. Like, I think we need one of those.
That'd be dope.
And like for not even Allentown, I should just say for Lehigh Valley in general.
Right.
All the people, be it from the past and future, like definitely like all of us like get a big picture of that because it's needed. I think it's definitely needed.
So at the end of the day, you got the locks.
I got the locks.
I agree. Yes. I too have the locks. I think Dipset is gonna go down punching though. They got a bunch of heat from Just Blaze, the Heat Makers, anthems.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, now that you brought that up, Dipset does have a little bit of more anthematic music than Locks. Locks is more street, hardcore, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the, my shit type, I'm in the whip, fucking on the low, that's my shit. So they got more of that. The only anthem that really Locks got are two, which is Benjamin's and Wild Out. You know what I mean? If you really look at it. So, but then when you see Dipset with the anthems, I mean, they got, Dipset, you know what I mean? They got Santana's Town, they got, they got a ton of anthems when it comes down to it. So I played Hey Ma last night and people went nuts.
Yeah. Like they got anthems. If I was Madison Square Garden, I would tell the Locks, you're not even allowed to play Wild Out in here. I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen.
I know what's going to happen too. It happened a lot at Banana Joe's when I dropped that joint.
I remember when it was Drinkies, I wasn't allowed to play Wild Out, Annie Up.
Oh yeah, I couldn't play Annie Up at all. Couldn't play Annie Up for nothing.
Nowhere.
You know what was the last song that era of songs you can't play? The last song I was told I could never play, and then it ended up being like whatever. It was Young Jock. It's Going Down. That was it. Because the chorus got these dudes all like, oh, it's going down. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. And I was like, really? I was like, man, I thought freaking any Little John song that would get you.
Shot.
Shit. No, man, not even that. I'm talking about like his down south shit. I'm talking about when when he was walking around.
You play Young Blood's "Damn" in the club.
Oh my God, man, that song. Woo!
I still play it today on the way to the gym.
I play that. I love that song. One of my top. Yes. That's one of my top South joints. I love that joint. So, but yeah, let's go. I'm going with Locks. It's over. I'm leaving it there. Let's see what happens.
Real fast, Jerry Sullivan chiming in. Jada got hitters in his camp. This said bring friends. They don't want to smoke with Pablo and Blanco, Davies and Millies. That was a very dope album too.
Okay.
And the kid from Philly, OT the Real. The kid from Philly's tough too.
Yeah.
I got the Locks, no question. That's just me though. I'm older. Maybe the younger pink 4XT wearing shirt kids.
Should everybody wear white tees that day?
White tees, white Air Force Ones, and size 8 fitteds.
I got those. There you go. Flat brim that shit all day.
Right. Side note, when I was less spiritual than I am now, one of my favorite songs to drop at the very end of the night was always Aknel. Not going to say the name of the song, but you know where we go.
All right. You go.
Jerry said they still, they still do. Locks has a better catalog just off Kiss and Panero solo albums. When I Get High gets dropped, it's over. That's an anthem.
Yeah, that is an anthem.
That's an anthem.
There's a lot of.
But you said though too, before the show, there's a lot of Rough Rider affiliation.
That's a Rough Rider affiliation. It's Rough Riders versus Dipset.
So Swiss Beats will bring out Eve. They do Ride or Die Chick.
Yeah. Yo, is Jay Hood still down with Locks or nah?
No.
Okay.
No. I haven't heard Jay Hood's name since like K Slay mixtape in 2004.
But he was a very integral part of them for a minute.
Yeah, he was their young gunner.
Imagine he comes out.
I wasn't ready.
You wasn't ready for Jay Hood. Imagine Jay Hood coming out. Just to be like, let's do this. And Jay Hood, I remember them mixtape joints. Yeah, I mean, dudes were swearing by them joints. Swearing. For sure. So Jay Hood could just be that he could be that bishop that like, here we go.
Everywhere we go. That's the anthem.
That's the joint right there. Who's their DJ? Is Green Lantern going to be their DJ? Ooh.
The champ is here. Yo, I'm in my bag right now.
You see, I'm bringing this up now. You're like, oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jada can start with that. Oh, man, come on. Did you see the video of that dude? I went to the zoo.
Cam is a different type of entertainer for sure.
Yo, what's the? How many times is Cam gonna say no homo? Throughout the whole day, I think there's a bet. I think there's an actual bet for that.
Yes. Yo, I seen, and it might have been Drink Champs. He was like, pause, hey, yo, pause. Pause if applicable. Wait, what, Cam? We are in our 40s, sir.
Yeah, he's still in that era, man.
I'm not mad at it.
He's never gonna leave.
Listen, go ahead and have at it. Run amok.
He's stuck in his ways. But I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. When is it? August?
I think it's damn it.
No, it's August 2nd, I think. It's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Night.
Tuesday night.
Are you know what? I'm DJing something that night. How crazy
King Magnetic just let us know that he also took the bet on the no homo.
I told you. There's an actual betting right now going about no homo. How many times he's gonna say it?
Mags literally just said everything is a gamble.
Damn right, everything's a gamble. How many times is Jenna gonna go? That should be the new one.
17 times. Start placing your bets. Max said he took the under 5. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. All right. The next thing that popped up on the Cap and Ma's radar was T Pain's epic Twitch rant.
Yep, epic Twitch rant.
Talk about it, Cap.
All right, so T Pain goes off in a whole like rant about basically how everyone is sounding the same. Send me something new, you know. And then he goes, oh, who did he mention? He mentioned Little Uzi Vert. Little Uzi Vert is already doing it. The Baby's already doing it. Little Baby's already doing it. There's 2 guys named Baby that are already doing it. Like, and you know, he was saying, send me something new. Like, and you know what? I'm not mad. You have to listen to that and be like, yes, this is facts. This is facts. We need something new. Like, you know, like, all right. So, perfect example. Last night, DJ in the party. Everybody's going nuts. I'm playing 90s hip hop, 2000s hip hop. You know, everybody's dancing, having a good time. We're going word for word, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. Dance floor full. Last hour. Can you play something for our, you know, our youngins that are here? And they're requesting Drake, the Baby, Little Durk. I stopped dropping that, man, and the whole dance floor left. And it was just like 3 kids.
Please ask me that request question, and I will tell you how it went.
What do you want me to ask you? What?
Please.
Just say can you play Drake?
Sorry, sir, I cannot. This is a different vibe right now.
Nah,
fuck them youngins.
I had to do it.
I completely understand.
But I'll be real with you. But that just shows you the biggest thing. And I talk with my daughter about this. I'll say, look, let me tell you something about music then and now.
Right.
We had now, you know, I know everybody's like, oh, you sound like our parents, even when we were young and people were telling us about hip hop. But no, now you see the biggest difference is there is no energy. Zilch.
Right.
No energy. And everyone sounds the same. The beat drum is the same.
Right.
The bass line is the same. Now, you can't say that about 90s hip hop and 2000s hip hop and 80s hip hop. You can't say none of that because we all had different sounds. We all had different crews. We all had different MCs. If you sounded the same, you was a biter. You know what I'm saying? They don't care now about that shit.
No.
The whole thing is like, that's the difference. That is the biggest difference when it comes to the hip, you know, and I don't even like calling it hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like, I call it trap because I'm like, that's what that is. But, you know, to be real with you, you know, it gets thrown into our hip hop culture. But the thing is, it's like, you know, T-Pain and then Dre co-signed him. And Dre said, yep. You know, and you said it before. Dre is rare to say anything, be it Twitter or anything.
I got a question I was asked that we need to answer.
Go ahead.
Shout out to you first and foremost, Jerry, for being active right now.
Yes.
Who do you guys fuck with that's in this generation? Go ahead, Capsy, go first.
Well, you see, that's the whole thing. Like, for me, I'm fucking with Griselda right now, and this is the generation they're in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, if you're talking to me from the aspect of the Littles and the Babies, like, I probably would say the Baby, to be real with you, because he's the only dude that I actually see a difference in style and the way he structures his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the only one I could only see doing that. Little Baby's, but the Baby's the only dude that I could. And then he's versatile too. Like he'll jump on a pop joint and make it hot. He'll do that type of shit. So I'll definitely give him that. That's the only dude I could really fuck with out of this whole thing. But when it comes to like some real hard hitting, like is that Griselda to me has that on lock, hands down. Like Benny's crazy, Conway's crazy. West Side is, just he's crazy, but like they're ridiculous. Those guys, all three of them dudes are nuts right now.
I wholeheartedly agree with Griselda. Everybody knows where I stand with Griselda.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mozzie is considered this generation. He's a Bay Area rapper that I think is dope. He talked that real trench talk for me.
Yeah.
I kind of like the Baby is tolerable to me.
Yeah. No, that's kind of where it's at. You're right. That is tolerable. You're right. But it's like, but to me, I just show that it shows me when he does his thing that he puts effort into making it something different and not sound the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's why I give him credit when credit is due.
For sure.
But everybody else just sounds the fucking same. They all sound the same. There's no difference. I don't even know who's who. Like they all got names, but I don't even know who's who. You know what I'm saying?
They all sound the same.
They all sound the same. And rest in peace to Pop Smoke, but I really don't find the reason for Pop Smoke and why people are so for him. Like I wasn't really that much of a fan for him either. Like I sat there and listened to his music and I was like,
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. The night his album dropped, so I do this thing, right? When a new album come out, not his latest album, his last effort that came out the other day, but the Shoot for the Moon, Aim for the Stars, whatever the name of the album is.
Yeah.
I'll give you 20 seconds. If the song don't grab me in 20 seconds, I'm going to the next track.
Yeah.
The only song that I really like from Pop Smoke is that God On Me song, and that's because of 50 Cent.
Okay. But that's it.
Yeah.
And I and that's the whole thing. Like I basically, when I listen to those albums, I'm like, I'm like, okay, I played Welcome to the Party because people liked it. I was like, sure.
Right.
Like I'll play it, but it wasn't like anything spectacular. So
where's Meek Mill considered in the eras? Is he this generation?
Nah, because Meek already said his, like the last somewhat generation that was dope was that. Like it was Meek, Wale, Drake, like all of them that was like the last like class of actual people who still could spit. And then that was it. Like after that, it just became nonsense from there on out.
I really like, side note, I really like Wale.
No, I love Wale. I have no problem.
Wale's dope to me.
I love Wale. Even when he went over to, I mean, right now he's trying to get out of his contract from Maybach.
Right.
But when he even went to Maybach, he still stuck with, I mean, he switched it up a little bit, but he still kept with his shit and he was still dope as fuck. So I give it to Wale. I like Wale. But yeah, that was the class. It was Wale, Cole, Kendrick, Meek. Like that was like the last class, if you really see it from that aspect.
Garrett said it's all about the bag now. It's all about the money now.
It is, because they don't care no more. Like they don't really care. And the problem is like we as gay, not even, I shouldn't even say we. The problem with the whole T-Pain rant, as much as it is true, they themselves need to be the gatekeepers and start shutting these people down. Because remember, when whack people came out in the 80s and 90s, they got attacked.
Yes.
And you were told you were whack. So that's the whole thing. Nobody's getting told these guys are whack. Nobody's saying nothing to them. And that's why, to me, I'm just kind of like, I mean, it's one thing to ignore it and just to be like, yeah, whatever. But at the same time, you gotta say, oh yeah, I forgot about Joyner. My bad about.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. I forgot about Joyner too. Joyner's dope to me.
Joyner is real ill.
Locksmith is dope to me.
Locksmith's a beast. He has bad freaking beat selection, but he's dope as shit. So he's dope as shit. So
King Magnetic said Pop Smoke has some bangers. My son played it all last year.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about him. Like, there's nothing that. First of all, his voice is so like it's like he's already like on slow down without even being slowed down, and it's just like it just didn't really hit me. Like I kind of was like thrown off. Like I wasn't feeling him as much. I kind of was not really into his music. I didn't really feel. I don't know why people like, oh my God, Pop Smoke, and I'm like, yeah, that's great. Like I don't know.
I got a question for Jerry. Who else are you listening to of this generation? Since you asked us the question, let me ask you the same question. Who are you listening to from this generation? I'd like to know. Just let us know in the comments. I mean, there's got to be some other dope artists that I'm missing. I'm not thinking of.
When it really comes down to it, it's just about like who wants some underground shit. Hold on. Even though he might be considered a pop or Christian, no, NF is dope. I've heard, yeah.
NF is dope.
But he's very like emo rap, and like he's just on some like that's another level type of deal. I don't even know, because you're right on some pop shit. I mean, he spits. Like there's that group that just came out. What the hell are they called? But the song's called something about walking like an astronaut or something. And the guy rhymes his ass off. I mean, he spits, and I heard his second single. He actually does his thing too. So there is some dudes out there, but I think what it comes down to is the music too. Like, give us some music that is uplifting and like I'm talking about the soundtrack. I'm not even talking about the lyrics. Give us the soundtracks that make us want to be like, yo, this is dope. Like, just hearing that and then, whatever, like you just kind of get bored. Like, what can I do?
I thoroughly enjoy NF too. I forgot about NF. I have a whole playlist of just NF. Yeah. But I'm emotional, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Why you agreeing?
No, I mean, I kind of, NF is one of those. I consider him more pop than anything. So
right.
I think his music comes off way more pop. So I can't fuck with any rappers that paint their nails. Guess you're not messing with no one.
Marlon Craft.
Yes. Wow.
RJ Payne.
RJ Payne. Who swears RJ Payne? My boy was like, yo, RJ Payne. Oh, Fly. Shout out to Fly. Fly loves RJ Payne.
RJ Payne's dope.
Forgot all about RJ Payne.
RJ Payne.
Marlon Craft is like, wow. That dude, yeah. That dude's a serious problem. He needs to be really, really put out there. Because he's fucking he's dope as shit. So I'll give it to him on that.
I mean, back to the initial topic was, I agree with T Pain.
Yeah.
All the beats are the same BPM.
Yeah.
Basic same bass line, basic snare pattern, basic synth pattern, What do I know?
My biggest thing is like, but you see T Pain. So where this happened was live streaming, and it's because T Pain, Timberland does the same thing, and I don't know if he still does now, but during this whole pandemic thing, T Pain, Timberland, T Pain started a Twitch channel where they actually had people like send them their songs, and he would tell you right then and there what he felt about it. So, but now, but that, which is dope as hell. But the thing is, at the same time, this is Timberland. Like, do you hear the level of creativity that dude is on? Why would you think that you would send them some bullshit mumble rap with a trap beat and think that he's gonna love it? This guy works with Missy Elliott. You know who Missy Elliott is? Like, genius. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that the reason why they think the way they think. They put so much effort into what they construct. Just finding some stupid beat on SoundCloud and rhyming over it nonsense and gibberish, that's not gonna. They're gonna fucking tear you apart.
I was in my old bag the other day, and that song from Tweet, "Oops, Oh My" came on.
Yeah.
And Timberland made that beat.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's that even come from? Where'd you pull that from?
The sounds, man. These guys, Timberland is. Let me tell you something right now. If you listen to Justin Timberlake's second album, all right, Love Sex, half of those beats were made with his mouth. Like,
yes.
If he can't find a sound, he's gonna make it with his mouth, and he did it. And and they're hits. Where's that snare from? Timberland? Oh, it's my teeth. Like, Cry Me a River is a beatbox.
Yeah.
If you hear Cry Me a River, it's a beatbox. And it's crazy.
I'm not really in tune with too much of Rowdy Rich. Off the strength of you saying that, I'll take a listen.
Rowdy Rich is
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. What else do we have on the agenda for tonight, Kat? Because those were the three things that we wanted to get out of the way. The versus battle, T Pain, Biz Markie.
There was something else.
We were talking about people telling other people on social media what they do for said people.
Yeah. So
let's break it down.
So I think the biggest thing is that, we brought up the whole thing about, how, well, it came up because of the conversation of Biz Markie.
Right.
Because of, he obviously passed away due to health issues.
Right.
But then there was a big talk about, with Black Rob when he passed away, and then people were attacking Diddy, but had no idea that Diddy did stuff, for him behind the scenes. And I think people need to stop just judging immediately, like, what people are doing. Like, so this is where I said I was going to tell you this story. So I'm going to bring this up right now. This was a while ago, and something happened where somebody was asking for donations and this is like right in the beginning of when like Kickstarter, whatever those type of websites.
Right.
This was
the
like
GoFundMe type shit.
Yeah, like a GoFundMe. Yeah. So this is like almost 10, 12 years ago, something like that. And they had no idea, like, they got, there was like people donating and stuff or whatever. But I'm not one of those people. Like, I do a lot of stuff, be it for charity, but I don't go around and tell people this is what I did for charity. And somebody called me out and being like, oh, because they heard other DJs like were saying, oh yeah, we donated, blah blah blah, whatever, this, that, and the third. But I just do what I do, and then that's it. I don't have to like post and tell everybody in the world what the hell I did. So, this person just went and started saying, oh, Cap doesn't care, blah, 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 this, and the third. I'm there thinking to myself, dude, you don't even know me.
Right.
Like, how are you even saying shit like that? So, and I hated the fact that I had to state this on Facebook, and I wrote a thing down saying, look, do you know that every single winter around that time, I used to take 4 or 5 bags full of clothing to the shelter right in Allentown. Right. That was my Christmas gift to those people. You know what I mean? Like, I used to do that almost every winter. Like, I got tons of kicks, tons of hats, tons of shirts, blah, 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 that by the end of the year, I'm like, I'm not going to wear none of this shit. So instead of me going to like a Goodwill or something, I'm going to go and drop it off directly to the people who really need it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. But did I go on Facebook or Twitter or anything and say, oh, I'm going to drop off all his clothes? No, I didn't. I just did that because it's something I want to do. You know what I mean? I don't have to prove to anything. The only person that's seeing it for real is my family and God up above. You know what I'm saying? And that's who's really going to judge me in the end. So the whole thing is, it's like your words have, why? Why do I have to post everything on Facebook just to be like, oh, he's a good man? Like, no. You know what I mean? If you need to my actions to be justified on Facebook, then dude, you don't know me. Like,
right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something that needs to be like, people just need to stay in their lanes. Don't worry about what the next person's doing unless it affects you personally. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like there's no need, like, stop that whole receipt shit. I need to see receipts. Like, stop it. For what? If you don't believe in it, then don't question it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But in the end, I did what I did. That's it. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for you to go around and start bashing people. Why? Why did
I refuse to go back and forth with, and first and foremost, the only people that know, like you just said, what I do, how I give, where I give, is God and my wife.
There you go.
That's it. I don't never want to pat on the back. I don't ever want to thank you. No, I don't want any of that.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't want you to shout me out on social media. That shit is extra corny. And for you to hop on social media and question somebody's genuine authenticity, what they're doing, is even more corny.
Exactly. There is no need, like, people out there, what you need to start realizing is, it's become more of a showcase now. And it's like, it's not. Stuff like that should be done from your heart. Just make you feel good for yourself and how you feel about yourself. That's it. You don't do it because you want to get views and checkpoints and hearts on your Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. There's no need for that.
And to be clear, I'm guilty because I have social media.
Yeah.
You will see my entire highlight reel on IG and on Facebook.
Yeah.
You won't see what I looked like in 2002 when I was trying to kill myself and dying from drug addiction. I'm not going to post that.
No.
I'd much rather tell you how I beat the shit and why I'm here right now.
And that's what social media should be used for.
Right.
You know what I mean? For things like, I got to give this to you. I'm going to give you your flowers right now. Because remember, we did talk about this in our last episode. I said, you should go the direction you are going with this, because you even said it yourself. Like, I'm doing more stuff with people that are, that have fought addiction and stuff like that. And I said to you, that should be a lane you should go through. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, because that's something that is personal to you, and then bring other people in that went through it and let people know what's going on. So, I mean, I definitely give you that. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the hit with that. And this is no slander, and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. Not everybody is comfortable as I am sharing that with the world.
No, they're not. You're right. You're absolutely right. Because for some people, they don't know where they're going to be at in the end. Like, some people fall back to their demons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to be caught out there being like, oh, I'm sober. And then, like, 2 days later, they're going to see you at the bar drinking. Like, you know what I mean? So they're gonna call you out. So that's why some people are afraid of saying stuff, because
and I don't blame anybody. I completely understand.
Yeah,
it took me a long time to get to this place. I had to do a lot of work on myself.
Good.
And
I'm glad that you did. And now you're trying to use this platform
for sure
to further that and educate others who might need that.
Absolutely.
That's what's up with that. But yeah, I think that
we got some comments we gotta address though. Let me spin the block.
Go ahead.
Irv Gotti was out of pocket with his comments on DMX.
Oh my God, was he? That was terrible. And Irv should have known better. Like,
Irv, of all people, Irv.
All people. Like, I would expect that from anyone else less than the position that you're in, because you were a huge, significant part of DMX getting put on.
Absolutely.
So for you to even come out that way out of your mouth wasn't the right move. And I think
not a good look.
I know Swizz definitely checked him. So,
yeah. As he should.
As he should.
Thomas, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name. I don't want to butcher anybody's last name. Said King Magnetic is a beast. You're damn right he is.
Yes, he is.
You're damn right he is.
Still dropping.
Here we are, Cat. Here we are. The night, Cat. We're at the end of the night.
Okay.
What are you listening to right now?
Lloyd Banks. That album,
I agree.
That album is crazy. That album is real, like, wow.
He put that shit together.
Yes. I mean, and you know what? I'll be honest with you. He dropped the I think we talked about this the last time too. He dropped the mixtape. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. Right. I actually was like, wow, this is really good. And I didn't really. I mean, I know Lloyd Banks is dope, but I never was a Lloyd fan like that. But this album right now, whew, wow. The beats are dope. His flow is, wordplay is ridiculous. Like, you got to give it to Floyd. Like, he's on it. Real great album. Great album.
Dope album. I've been listening to a lot of Ransom. Ransom hasn't missed yet in the past couple years.
Wow, Ransom. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Check out his latest body of work. It's right up your alley.
Hold on. Let me. I gotta bring this up. I gotta bring out the phone because I don't know the dude's name. I think they're from Brooklyn, but I got his whole mixtape collection.
You say you got his full mixtape collection?
Whole mixtape collection. I downloaded it because I was like, yo, oh my god, something.
Oh, we got another. Yo, shout outs to you, Jer. Did you guys read the reviews that Elites heard Drake's new album is supposed to be his best album coming? I don't think Drake. Does Drake really miss? I'm not a Drake fan, but from an entertainer standpoint, does Drake miss, Cat?
Yes, he does. I've heard stuff where I'm like, this is terrible. That whole 2C slide, that was terrible.
This is a great point, though. Don't know who the Elites are. I want to know who the Elites are.
You know what? Fuck the Elites. I am so done with these people labeling themselves on Twitter. Shut up. You guys are you know what? Because if you know what whack is, you would say what whack really is. And you're not saying that. You know what I mean? So if you're that elite, tear down some of these dudes then. If you think you got that type of power, tear some of these dudes down. Say Lil Uzi Vert, you're terrible. You're done. Get out of here. You're not doing it. You'd rather praise him for putting a stupid diamond on his fucking forehead. Like, come on, man. These elites need to wake up. Like, yo, stop giving praise to some of these whack dudes. I mean, shit. You want to talk about Drake? Get that stupid heart out of your fucking head.
His name of his album is Certified Lover Boy.
Oh, man. Yo, let me tell you something right now. His album needs to be good.
Yo, for real.
Because if that shit is whack, they're going to tear you apart for that fucking title of that album. Damn, LL didn't even do some shit like that. You know what I mean?
And he needed love.
Yeah. LL was for the girls, man. He didn't even call his album Certified Lover Boy. I'm
going to quote my wife right now.
Okay. Go ahead.
All the things he chose. The audacity of this motherfucker calling himself Certified Lover Boy.
I'm telling you, what?
Yo, Jared, the internet is undefeated, bro.
I'm telling you, they're crazy, man. I don't even know. When I heard that, I was like, this dude is not being serious right now, right? Like, he actually called this shit Certified Lover Boy. Like, there you go. Found them.
17 weeks later, you found it. Go ahead.
Ras Fresco.
Never heard of him.
All right. So he has he has these albums called Magneto Was Right. And it's all like, if you find them, it's all every single covers of an X-Men thing, whatever. But you see the videos, like, and they're straight up, polo heads, like straight up polo, down low polo heads. But,
did you hear what's his name album? Tyler the Creator?
Yes, I heard his album.
How was it?
It's all right. I'm you know, Tyler's one of those people that for me, like, I always has to grow on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Always kind of like, I'm not gonna take away from what he does. He does his thing. Odd Future to me was always dope, to be real with you. Odd Future was always dope. Hold on a second.
Right. Jerry, listen, Jerry got me in my bag right now. Jerry said Riri is with ASAP Rocky, so how is Drake the certified lover boy? Jerry, that's a bar.
Wow.
We need answers, Sway.
Wow. Hey, first of all, you know, and then Drake actually was seen partying with both of them together. So ASAP won.
Drake is filthy.
ASAP won that.
Drake is filthy.
No, you know what's filthy? You know what's filthy in terms of being filthy rich? Yo, who the fuck rents out a stadium to have a date with somebody by the freaking dugout? This is what Drake does.
That the woman that he and the only reason why I know this is because I study basketball, I coach, all the above. So this kid is potentially gonna be one of the best. He's like number one in the nation in his class.
Yeah.
Drake is at the game with LeBron clapping, yelling at the refs. If you don't sit your little heart faded ass down, Drake, I'm teeing you up and getting you out of here.
He's banging the mom, right? That's what it is, right?
Well, man, listen, I don't know what he's doing.
That's what it is. I think it's that dude's that player's mom.
It's that kid's mother. Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
you're making it bad for this kid. Excuse me, sir. How do you feel about your mother's relationship with the certified lover boy?
Hey, moms need love too. But yo, what is it? I mean, come on, man. Like, how do you take it to some beautiful 5-star restaurant or something? How you gonna be like, yo, I'm renting out Dodger Stadium?
You really think Drake could just go to a 5-star restaurant and not get interrupted?
He could close the restaurant for the night.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And that'd be it. But
they had matching Dodger jerseys on.
Yo.
Disgusting.
That's disgusting. How do you do it? Fuck that. I'm gonna take my wife. I'm gonna see if I can rent out Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs and have dinner on the dugout. I'm telling you.
Yo.
If I do that shit, that's when I'm gonna drone myself out and be like, yeah, motherfuckers, I'm here. That's definitely a boss move. Look, to each his own, but that's just, come on, man. Some date shit? Come on. It's like a date. It's one date. It's like, this ain't even like a girl that he's like certified, like, I'm going to be
loverboying with?
Yeah, certified lover boy. But it's like, this isn't like someone he's like, I'm a wife up. It's like the first date, yo. First dates, man. Like, fuck. Damn, dude. Let's imagine like just being like, all right, so where are we going for dinner? Third base, dugout, Dodger Stadium. Yo, that shit. Yo, my God, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. So, all right, so you know what? Let me go back to some hip hop shit that I love. I'm a big Drink Champs fan, so I've just been watching Drink Champs every freaking day, and it's crazy. You always find out something new and something different and stuff and whatever. My biggest thing that I was like, oh my, like it kind of shocked me. Was the MC Search, what do you call it, interview?
That was an amazing interview.
Just to know, like, all the different things and how integral of a part he was in Nas's career, and just seeing all that. I mean, that was, and if you people got to listen to that too, because he was like, to know that he didn't make one dime off those albums that he did with Third Base. I mean, that's just nuts. But now I thought about it. I thought, because this morning I woke up and I wanted to watch that. I always watch it over and over because I'm like, wow, I'm just so maybe I'll find something different or whatever, blah blah. But Search doesn't really get talked too much when it comes to hip hop history, and
he should.
I think that's a dude, like probably the only white boy that was at the Latin Quarter, like him and the Beasties. That's it. Like, but that dude was like, I mean, to be a battle MC coming up, and doing what he did, and then eventually dropped probably one of the most classic hip hop albums on one of the best labels in the world. And then on top of that, then finding Nas, you know what I'm saying? Like,
let's be clear.
That's crazy. And you know what? Nas owes him a lot. And knowing that he only gets paid only 5% of a contract that he signed with Nas that doesn't even give him that much, but it's enough. But at the same time, just imagine if Nas never approached Search about his contract with Big Beat.
Everything's different. Butterfly effect.
Like it would have been like a Mike Geronimo situation.
Right.
Like Mike Geronimo is just as ill.
You're sure.
You know what I'm saying? But he went on a record label that fucking killed his career. So
see you.
So just imagine Nas coming out on Big Beat and nothing clearly came out of it. And then bam. You know what I mean? That would have been the end of Nas.
Before we go any farther,
what? But I know, by the way, you've been around, Cap, but now your name means DJ Liar C to the kids? What?
And this is going off of, I think, the whole renting out the Valley Pigs or the Iron.
No, I'm just saying. You know what? I'm gonna try to. Let's see if this. I'm gonna try to make it happen. I am gonna try to make this happen. Let's see.
If you make it happen, let me know. I'll fly the drone to get the picture.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna piss everybody off.
No, yo, Jerry is killing you with the wordplay.
Who started that? What does that mean? What does this no cap shit mean?
Capping, I believe, is lying. So I believe no capping means that you're not lying.
Oh my god!
This is why we can't.
Oh my god! These fucking young kids, man, need to fucking.
This is why we can't have nice things, Cap.
No, there was a DJ. I was DJing a wedding, okay?
Okay.
And dance floor jumping, everybody's having a great time.
Sure.
And I go outside to get a drink of water real quick. And these two young guys are there. And they said something like, yo, damn, you dope with the snaps. Now I'm thinking to myself, wait, what? Like, when did I snap on somebody? Like, that's how I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thank you. I am.
But they were calling me dropping songs snaps.
What?
And I was like, wait, what? I kind of was like, and he was like, and then he goes, yeah, the songs you're playing. What? Like, so I don't know, man.
That was the real pause moment.
Yeah, right?
Jerry, me too, Jerry. Me too.
Yeah. Well, I got an 11-year-old who tells me way more other things that I'm like, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about anymore. So yeah, I wish TikTok was never invented. Let's just say that.
Crazy.
This is where they get all that stupid shit, and I'm just like, whatever. I don't even care no more.
Listen, I think we're done. I don't know. Are we done?
We can go on for hours. You know how it is, man. This is hip hop.
This is hip hop. We could.
Well, let me just end it off like this. Listen to the Lloyd Banks album. Amazing album. Okay. And if you want some real dope underground shit, and if you haven't heard it yet, please listen to the Miles album by Blue in Exile. That is such a dope album. Like, very well done. Blue in Exile from LA, still killing it. They get together like once every 5 years and they drop like some fucking masterpiece. So Miles is a great album. So definitely check that out. So
before we go, I'd like to share a little funny story with you, Cap.
All right, go ahead.
Has nothing to do with hip hop.
Okay.
I'm pasty.
Okay.
Which means I don't do well with the sun.
Okay.
Every time I'm out in the sun, I burn to a crisp.
Okay.
My wife made the suggestion. I have the Planet Fitness membership.
Okay.
I should go to the tanning booth. Tan a little bit. So that way when I'm out in the sun, it's not so bad.
Okay.
I was in there for 3 minutes, Cat. 3 minutes on the lowest setting. From my neck down, I am a fucking lobster. That's why you see me moving like this. And I was about to do the show tonight with no shirt on.
See, now, show your wife this. Ready? This is how I tan.
Yo.
Yeah.
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 I don't even. It's not so bad. Like my arms and my chest is all inked up.
Yeah. No, I tan. Like I was at the beach, so I mean you really get really
my wife tans, my kids tan.
Yep.
Not I. Oh no.
Oh no, my wife burns. My wife burns. She burns. But my daughter, like she first gets burned, but then she gets like an olive kind of color to her. So
I don't like everything hurts.
Well, just spray tan, homie.
Listen.
Yes, that is it.
Jerry, thank you. We've reached the end of this. Cap, I appreciate you, man. It's been another night of some real rap with Spitter and Cap. I just did that right now. It's got a little ring to it.
Yeah, got a little ring to it.
Not certified lover boy-ish.
I'll put
Listen, man.
Go
to 2M1L Media, like, subscribe. There's a bunch of other episodes of me and Cap on there. There's a bunch of other. There's everything on there, man. Yeah. It's everything. Cap, my brother, I appreciate you.
Yes.
Yo, we are out of here.
Thank you for having me on here. It's always a pleasure. Definitely. Episode 5 in about a month. And we'll figure it all out. Oh,
most definitely.
All right. Oh, hold on. We got to put the pumps a little thing right. Versus the only thing you messed up on is why Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. That's all.
Why? Hold on a second. Why did they have the verses?
Yes, why?
I don't know.
Was it needed?
No.
It wasn't. So there you go. That's why. Versus, why did you do that shit?
Was it like these two ringtone littles? We're going to put them together.
Yo, some of these rappers that are coming out now, well, damn, why don't I even call them rappers? But some of these dudes that are coming out now, they literally hail Shad Moss as the GOAT. No lie.
Why?
They think Bow Wow is their GOAT. Bow Wow is their GOAT. Their OG.
Like Mike Bow Wow?
Yeah, I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. A lot of those dudes, there was this whole conversation about Bow Wow and how he should be certified a GOAT for the era of what he was doing at that time. And all these dudes, like all these littles and whatever, they were all like, yo, that's my dude. Like, that's my, yeah. So, just
if
to
we
let
weren't
you know.
ending the show before, we are ending it now.
Yeah, we're ending it now.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in. That's Cap C. I'm TJ Spitter, man. I hope y'all have a blessed night, man. Oh, real fast. Wednesday night, we got Adlib coming back on his farewell tour, 8 p.m. Wednesday. Hold on.
You should end this now.
A1.
Whatever. A is the one dude that needs to be on one of these goddamn podcasts soon. Because your flowers are here. They're waiting for you. We got baskets of fucking flowers for you, brother. You need to be on this shit.
Man, I've been trying to get A1 on.
Shit.
She's busy all the time.
That's pay-per-view fucking material.
I gotta have my lawyer draw up a contract, send it over to his people.
A1, hands down, should be talking.
Yes. A lot.
He will have he needs like a 4-part miniseries episode, like hour episodes.
Yes.
You need that.
Hey, A1, we're out of here now. I'm gonna end this now, okay?
Yeah,
if that's okay with you?
Yeah.
Cat, don't go anywhere. I gotta run one last thing by you.
All right.
We're out of here, man. Have a good night, y'all.
Peace.